Kia ora. This reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, wherever it falls on your chart. If you don't know what sign you are, but you resonate with this message, then feel free to take it. If you're unfamiliar with me, I'm Janina Asiedu. I am a queer Ghanaian artist, herbal ritualist, and ancestral medium based in Aotearoa, New Zealand. If you want to book a personal reading with us or any ritual, anything like that, our website should be on the screen or in the caption or in the description. Okay, Aries. Guidance and affirmation. Also comment down below if you're an Aries and where it falls in your chart. We'd love to know. Guidance and affirmation you have for Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising. Guidance and affirmation you have for Aries collective this time. We have Knave of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles and the Lovers, Gemini, and two more Ace of Wands and Nine of Swords, with Six of Pentacles at the base of the deck. Okay, so you're really encouraged to take it slow. You might be releasing anxiety, worry, lack of confidence, clearing payments, clearing debt, letting go of an old phase or cycle that you've been in. Some of you may have really been dealing with conflict, tension, even just in yourself when it comes to like feeling lack or feeling unworthy or feeling like you don't have enough or something like that. But I think right now it's important for you all to just continue to take it slow and keep taking one step at a time, even just like day by day. If looking at the overall picture of things is too, I heard excruciating or too overwhelming. I also heard the word humiliating, so I don't know if there's something that has happened or like something that you're thinking is going to happen that would be humiliating for you. But I'm seeing your ancestors and source would like you to release those thoughts, if so, and really make a choice with the Lovers. This is about making a choice to harmonize your own energy, how much you give and receive, even just within yourself, harmonizing your own thoughts. I'm seeing some of you kind of get into conflict with yourself in your own mind, and your ancestors are like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to continue to like fight yourself. You can decide. I think one of the cards in the tarot, Five of Swords, it can represent knowing when to pick up your swords, knowing when to put down or let go of your ego, so to speak. So maybe some of you'll need to do that is, I just heard relinquish. Yeah, like you don't have to fight if you don't want to fight. And this doesn't even mean just for yourself, even with others. But I'm also seeing it is important for you to take action in the places where you feel lack. So if you feel like you're lacking in an area, what action can you take, even if it's just one step, one choice, to kind of bring in new energy or even filter in more hope in your circumstance, in your mindset? Because we did have Six of Pentacles at the base of the deck. So what your ancestors are moving you towards, what source is moving you towards, is more of a harmonious exchange with others, with yourself. Whoops, just dropped a bunch of cards. Okay, what guidance and affirmations you have for Aries collective? Not sure if I mentioned the sign Gemini, but that's present. Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, Aries again. Yeah, so some of you might be in conflict with another person. Or you could be called to take action with someone. And this is in a very practical sense. So it's like what you're physically doing. Queen of Pentacles. So where you're feeling lack, Source is saying it's important for you to like activate self-care. So whether it's in your home, your body, your health, what is it that you feel like you need? What have you been neglecting a little bit? Use your logical mind, your rational mind, and your higher self, your intuition, your spiritual head, your Uri, to I think some of us can sometimes feel like our intuition is not always logical, but sometimes it actually is the most logical approach, especially if you resonate with Uri. Some of you are also being called to take action towards a new approach. So you might be called to take a risk, and this could be an area of your work or creativity as well. But right now you might be just focusing on self-care, really making yourself feel good physically. Oh, we have King of Pentacles. So for some, you're in some sort of partnership. Some of you might be anxious about finances or financial challenges moving forward, but I'm seeing that you're probably going to receive some help that you weren't expecting, or there could be someone else that you work with. It could be a partner, like romantic partner, that is actually going to support you as well. Just take that if that resonates, by the way. Emperor, Aries. Oh, I love this. 9 of Cups and Ace of Swords. 9 of Wands. So there is a little bit of like things you might be sifting through, like negative energy. You might have to like put in the work in a certain area, but really there's 999 here as well. So any anxieties or worries you're having about physical health, finances, action that you need to take, work, whatever it may be, I feel like that's actually going to be replaced with you being called to really focus on the legacy that you want to create, your quote-unquote empire, for lack of a better word, with the Emperor here, just like your physical realm. So when I say your legacy, it's pretty much just like your territory. So what you're in charge of in your life. Does that make sense? I hope so. But I'm seeing that your ancestors want you to, you might be approaching or being called to approach this in more of a so-called masculine energy. So again, that's taking action, and that's quite outward. You're being called to focus on what emotional support I'm hearing you need, or what that would look like for you if you don't have that, or rely on the emotional support that you have. There's something within feeling emotionally satisfied, or you focusing on your dreams and what you wish to come true in your life, or what you want to happen. That's actually going to bring you the most clarity. Yeah, collaborating with others is going to release some tension or make things less difficult. Like you won't have to do as much work, or things won't take as much effort if you're working with others. You're also being called to like not to hide your long-term plans, just to protect them. Let's pull a few more. Some of you might be getting a lot of attention in your area of work, and you might be, a lot of people might be trying to talk to you as well, maybe asking you for advice. I just had unsolicited advice, so people might be trying to give you unsolicited advice. What guidance and information do you have for Aries at this time? Yeah, some of you may have had a fight with a partner. But if so, that may just be because they're a bit anxious. Maybe with how slow things have been or something like that, I don't know. But it's not really anything to worry about. What guidance and information do you have for Aries at this time? Yeah, Four of Wands, King of Wands. Please clarify Four of Cups. Sorry, Four of Cups, not Four of Wands. Knave of Chalices as a clarifier. Okay. So there could be some things that are draining you all a little bit. Maybe you're a bit tired. I feel like your ancestors and source want you to move out of any apathetic feeling, any emotional blocks, and step into this like confidence. Come back into that confidence. This is Aries, Leo, Sag, you know, someone that isn't afraid of the leadership role that they're called to be in, someone that trusts their own leadership, not just in work and creativity, when it has to do with other people, but also just in your day-to-day life. So source and your ancestors want you to remind you that you lead your own life. You choose what you want to do. Some of you might need a bit of a refresher emotionally, but I feel like that will be very personal to each individual. Guidance and information do you have for Aries collective at this time? Five of Cups. Okay, and the Chariot. Cancer, I think, with Six of Swords. So yeah, there's a lot of release, I feel. I think I saw Eight of Cups before as well when I was splitting the deck. Lots of release for you all. But I feel like that's just because 4 and 5 equals 9, and we have that 9 of Cups here. So I feel like any blocks that have been shifting, any drain that you've been feeling, any loss that you've experienced, it's just activating your confidence as you're releasing those things. So if you need to like release anything emotionally, I feel like your ancestors are like, please do it, because it's actually going to send you in the right direction. It's going to give you a bit more clarity on what you want to move forward in. And I also feel like it's gonna like lighten your load so you can move on. Some of you might be like in need of a little trip, like just some time off. But I feel like whatever you're being called to move on from and let go of is a real positive thing, even if the initial feelings and process of it is kind of like strenuous. I don't think it's going to last that much longer. Yeah.